Jesus Christ, really?
Don't forget to become a member of UnrealEntGaming's Patreon for exclusive manga content and early access. Isn't that right, Seth?
I already joined his Patreon today. Tons of great stuff on there, actually. But did you really have to blow up the city?
Yes.
Blew up the domino. You blew up the dominoes and you're laughing. Do you realize the f***ing crisis here?
And you will be next. Unless you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications right now.
Or else what? You'll aggressively scream another man's name for several hours?
Kakarot! Kakarot!
Now, of all the things that could have happened, I did not foresee an outcome like this having to take place, especially with Goku Black now stronger than ever and calling upon his own army and joining him to destroy our heroes back over on Earth. But I do, however, sense that one of those warriors is not who they appear to be, and so if there is any hope for our heroes to emerge victorious in this battle, then I have no doubt that their only hope now lies within one of these warriors, who will ultimately reveal their true ambitions soon.
Our story now continues back on Earth with Super Saiyan Rose 3 Goku Black being shown having to unveil new time rings on his hand in which he plans to use against our heroes, to which even despite the fact of our heroes now beginning to put Goku Black's actions into question, it was only just as Goku Black was beginning to now reveal these time rings was when Goku then went on to respond, multiple time rings and the window into alternate worlds. Any idea as to what the heck he's talking about out there, Vegeta? Because, well, I don't ever recall seeing more than just one time ring on his hand like this, and so he's plotting something, with Vegeta responding, no idea, but whatever he's talking about, it can't be good, and so why don't you just tell us on how you were able to acquire those time rings along with what exactly you plan on using them for, Black? Where and how I was able to acquire these time rings is none of your concern, but my reasoning behind why I have them is simple, Black responds, and that is I am going to use them to summon reinforcements. For I knew that by coming here, I wasn't only going to be fighting the two of you, because I knew that I would be fighting all of you. And because I knew that I needed to go and even the odds against you all was when I used these time rings to go and search all throughout history to see who I can find. And I can promise you all that the end result of those whom I found that will join me will surely shock you all to your core. For Goku's body wasn't the only vessel that I had taken throughout the annals of history, but instead, it seems as though I have stumbled across multiple separate timelines which others had been taken in Goku's place as a result of his death, and so I want you all to go and watch and see for yourselves, mortals. For I too had been planning, Black went on to continue upon being shown opening up 4 wormholes, and by enlisting the aid of these alternate warriors, I have come to the realization that Zamasu had not only gone as far as to simply just steal Goku's body, but in the timelines which Goku had ceased to exist and was no longer alive, Black continues, I have found it that there had been many Zamasus who went and instead had taken the vessels of those whom you hold very near and dear to your heart, son Goku. Such is now being the case with what you are all about to see, and if you think that these warriors are without power, then I want you to stop and take a much deeper look at what you'll be going up against, because so as long as I remain, then my allies will never go hungry for power again. To which from out of nowhere, the moment one of these warriors was then shown having to emerge from one of the portals, we only from that point then see as to what exactly Goku Black had meant by this, as Black then went on to continue, for these aren't just your standard Zamasu Zamasus who went and had simply swapped bodies with you, but warriors who have already conquered your alternate worlds in the realities which they happen to reside in, mortals. And so here's an example of one, as I want to go and introduce you all, especially to you, mighty prince, to none other than Vegeta Black. And so are you mortals starting to understand and see what I had done? For my will to destroy you creatures lives on throughout all of history, and right now you are looking at just one of them. And so now are you impressed by what you see, mortals? To which Ultra Ego Vegeta then went on to respond, but that can't be Vegeta Black? Are you seriously telling me that Zamasu had gone and stole my body from an alternate timeline and used it as a weapon to destroy everyone? But how did he do it? And that power, it's soulless, empty. What have you done, you bastard? How are you able to actually pull this off? Vegeta questions, with Black responding, in time, Vegeta. Oh, and don't feel left out there, Gohan, because I made sure that I wouldn't forget about you either, because just like Vegeta, there also exists a world which you and I are not so different after all, Saiyan, as I now want you to go and imagine a world where your disgusting father was no longer alive to see you grow old, but instead, Black continues, there existed a world where you were the source of all of the very chaos and destruction that you had originally blamed me for earlier, Saiyan. Only it wasn't done by my hands, but rather it had been done by your hands, Gohan. And so now I want you to go and meet your alternate counterpart, Gohan Black. For I can assure you that he will be the last thing that your rotten little Saiyan eyes will ever have the chance to see by the time this day is over between us, Gohan. And so now are you starting to see? Now are you all starting to understand? As I told you that I came prepared this time around, didn't I, mortals? As a shocked Gohan went on to respond, no, he slaughtered all of them by using my own body to do it? Pan, Mother, Videl, Goten, how could you, you animal? We can't let this go on, Gohan continues. We can't let this psychopath get away with this, you guys. We just can't. Wait, oh no, look over there. Is that? Don't tell me that he went and did what I think he did there too. Oh, this is terrible. As Goku Black then went on to continue, I did. Oh, and who can forget about your son as well, Vegeta? As although I question the whereabouts of where the real Trunks actually is, allow me to now introduce you to your new son, Trunks Black. For you will find that his hatred for you and your kind is just as strong as the one that I share for you all once we engage. And I warned you fools that history wasn't going to be so kind to you once I was through, and so was I wrong? With Vegeta responding, Trunks, not you as well, my boy. Kakarot, our sons. That monster has distorted history in ways which I can't believe. With Goku responding, this is far worse than I imagined, and so we can't let him get away with all of the pain that he's inflicted onto so many people, including our friends and families, Vegeta. We just can't. With Goku Black continuing, and finally, my soon-to-be Kaioshin lifelink, hailed as one of the strongest Zamasus throughout the timelines which I have visited, as with him by my side, you will all soon come to understand that I am forever and my legacy will carry on, even in worlds which history was written to be different than this one. And so now this is where we stand, mortals, all of you against all of me. And I couldn't have wanted it to be any other way, for how fitting is it to see all of you band together one last time before you are all annihilated in battle against me. And so now what do you say, fellow warriors? Shall we give it a go and find out on which one of our two sides will emerge as the sole survivors of this great war? Cause I can assure you that we are all ready and have been for quite a while. So shall we follow through and put an end to our story victory once and for all? Because for your sake and for the sake of all those whom you love and that which you choose to protect, I hope that you are all ready. With Goku responding, well, even though this was the last thing that either of us had ever imagined that we'd have to go and deal with, we aren't backing down against you, with Vegeta having to chime in, and mark my words, we are going to tear you apart far worse than when we did the first time we went to war with you in Trunks' timeline, Black. Just you wait, with Piccolo having to chime in, well, I guess this is it, and so let's go and put these monsters in their place, with Gohan responding, then let's, because I cannot stand the sight of what I'm looking at up there, and so the faster that we can put an end to them, the better. Then in that case, I'll go and handle the boy, since he believes that he is well within the conversation of comparing his power to my own, Gohan Black chimes in, and so he will be dealt with by my hand, with Goku Black responding, then go and do what must be done, but do make sure that once this is over, that he, along with the rest of them, are destroyed without a trace. And that's exactly what I intend on doing, Gohan Black then went on to transform into Super Saiyan Rose by responding, and so now prepare yourself, Saiyan, because what you are about to experience will be pain the likes of which only your loved ones had ever really known from my world. Now show me what you're made of, mortal, to which as Gohan was then shown transforming into his beast form was when Gohan then went on to respond, stolen body or not, you could never lay claim to who I am, nor will you ever be strong enough to destroy me, Black. And for what you did to my loved ones, I am going to make you suffer for your crimes. Good, good, that's the spirit, Gohan Black went on to then dash towards Gohan by responding, yes, that's the way, Saiyan, now show me what you can do. And I second this, Vegeta. Vegeta Black then went on to quickly respond by also being shown transforming into Super Saiyan Rose, and while you continue to call yourself the so-called prince of your warrior race which is now extinct, it's time that I get a glimpse into what the prince's power is truly all about, Vegeta Black then went on to dash towards Vegeta by responding, and for your sake I hope that whatever this power it is that you're currently wielding will be enough to hold out and contest against the true nature and full force of a real god's power. Because if I could slaughter you as I had once before, Vegeta Black continues before being shown slamming himself into Vegeta, then I'll go and do it again, with Goku having to shout, oh no, Vegeta, are you okay? Leave this one to me and go take care of business with the others, Kakarot, and try not to die in the process, as Trunks Black then went on to chime in, well, in the meantime, since Trunks is nowhere to be seen, I'll just go and make an example out of you, Namekian, and since I know that this isn't going to last any longer than it should, you'll make a good enough warm-up before we get to the main course. Oh, damn that rotten monster, Piccolo went on to chime in, listen, I'll go and deal with this one, but in the meantime, we'll need you to go all out if we hope to put an end to Goku Black's terror, Broly. But in the meantime, try not to forget about who the true enemy is, Piccolo continues upon being shown transforming into his orange form. And so in the meantime, let's just see what you're made of, since you think that by stealing someone else's body and power is all that it'll take to put us down when it won't. And you'd better be ready to die trying, because I am. To which as Trunks was then shown missing his sword slash was when Goku Black then went on to chime in, yes, excellent, everything is going just as I hoped that it would, because with my warriors now on the hunt, it'll only be a matter of time before they are each overtaken and destroyed in battle against them, and deep down they know that they don't stand a chance. And as soon as they all begin to drop one by one is when I'll go and have the final say in what happens moving forward, Black continues. And so don't forget about the plan here. They are not to be given the chance to escape, fuse, or call upon the gods to help them, which is why they must be locked down and kept an eye on at all times during this battle. For they are not to be given the chance to ruin this, no matter what it takes. As the alternate futures also went on to then chime in, well, if anything then, I'll go and deal with Son Goku in the meantime while the others are being dealt with on their own, since both he and that other Saiyan are the only two who remain down there, with Black having to respond, then if that is what you want want to go and do, then it'll be done under one condition, Zamasu, and that is you are to keep that Saiyan alive at all costs, for I will be the one to end his life. Do you understand? And I see, Zamasu responds, then yes, understood, for I will go and weaken him in the meantime and wait on your order. Good, then go, and you better not fail me or allow for that Saiyan to trick you into falling for anything either. Black went on to continue upon Zamasu being shown charging towards Goku. And so whatever you do, keep your eyes on that mortal at all times and do not let him out of your sight, Zamasu, or it'll be on your head. But either way, with everything going according to my plan, Black went on to continue upon Zamasu being shown missing his punch. It'll only be a matter of time before they crumble, and when they do is when I'll go and finish them all off once and for all with what I've been keeping up my sleeve. And so now this just leaves you and me, Broly, as I must admit that out of all of these worms whom you've decided to surround yourself with, you are by far the most interesting, as I went and heard so much about this so-called legendary power which you harbor, but I wonder if it'll be enough to contest against a god whom fears no such mortal power. But I guess there is only but one other way for us to find out, isn't that right? To which, as Goku Black was then shown making his move and dashing towards Broly, was when Black then went on to continue. Now let's just go and see if you are worthy of bringing the best out of me and forcing my hand in battle, you beast. And unless you draw forth this legendary power of yours, Black went on to then punch Ikari Broly in the face by then responding, then you will die, Saiyan. As Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku went on to block off Zamasu's punches by then responding, no matter how bad the situation might look, do not let this monster and his army of doppelgangers break your spirits, you guys. Now let's go and show this monster and his gang of imposters on who we are and what exactly we're made of. And so whatever happens, don't give in no matter how bad it gets. To which Gohan then went on to respond, my father is right, and so even if you somehow manage to steal my body, you will never be strong enough to destroy what you could never possibly hope to understand, Black. With Goku then having to chime back in, guys like you never learn no matter how many times you are all put in your place, yet you still continue to try. Well, guess what, Zamasu? If we had what it took to beat you then you can rest easy in knowing that we'll do it again and again, and we'll only continue to do what we need to do until scum like you is gone for good. Oh, listen to me, and listen to me very carefully, Saiyan. Zamasu then shockingly went on to respond, for I am not who you perceive me to be, and therefore our battle must appear genuine to any onlookers, especially Goku Black, as I seek to speak with you in secrecy and away from the gaze of that monster immediately, as there are things that you must know about what is going on, especially if you and the others intend on stopping him for good, Zamasu continues. And so I chose to engage with you since I knew that you would be the only one who would listen, and thus I need you to act on this battle between us at once so that we may find a place to talk right now. As Goku then went on to question, wait, hold on a second, what did you just say? Am I hearing you right, or are my ears beginning to play tricks on me here? But did you just say that you're not like the Zamasu that we remember? So you're not trying to destroy all mortals in the multiverse then? Because, well, now I'm a little confused. Oh, never mind that right now, you idiots. Hurry and engage with me and follow me down into that ruined city so that I may tell you. Now hurry, for we don't have a lot of time. Zamasu went on to tackle Goku downwards by responding, and so quickly down here while we still have the chance to make it there. So now, Goku! To which that was exactly what Goku ended up doing, but even with Goku now shown having to flip Zamasu on backwards and slamming him down onto the ground was when Goku then went on to respond, oh no you don't, this has got to be some kind of a dirty trick that you're trying to pull on me here, and so I'm not going to fall for it. We've seen the real Zamasu, and so we know exactly what you're all about, and so you can forget it. With Zamasu responding, what in the world is wrong with you, Saiyan? I'm not out to destroy you, nor is this any sort of trick that I'm trying to pull on you, and so stop and listen to me before we are all destroyed. Just listen, I know of a way on how we can stop him, along with those alternate versions of myself who have stolen the body bodies of your friends and family, and so just listen, that is not me, Zamasu continues. That could never be me, and I will never understand on why this Goku Black has done all of the things that he has done, but if you don't hear me out right now, then he will go and pick us all apart one by one until there is no one left who will stand in his way, so just listen. Oh wow, so you really are telling the truth then, huh? Well, this was certainly something that I never would have seen coming, and so then what's your deal? Why are you different than he is, and why are you trying to stop him so badly, and why do you want to talk with me so badly? With Zamasu responding, because the entity that you know is Goku Black embodies a path that I never intended to go down, and in my quest for justice and for a cosmos purified of its sins, I never envisioned in becoming the very monster that you are all waging war with right now. He massacred Master Gowasu right in front of me and also threatened my own life if I did not join him, Zamasu continues. He is void of all life from within, and his vision is one of a blank slate, Goku. A universe reborn through destruction, even if it means that it'll need to be done at the expense of his alternate bodies. He wants it all to himself, which means that those who choose to side with him are nothing more than pawns. But in order for us to reach him, Zamasu continues, we must first deal with my alternate doubles, and this time ring here is the key to sending them all back from which they came. Sealing them back into their worlds is easier than trying to engage with them, as they are also feeding off of Goku Black's power as well. And so once they are all sent back into their own worlds is where we will all need to deal with the primary target, and if all else, I do not seek to make peace with you, but to rather be left in peace, never to be bothered by you or that monster ever again. And so as long as he remains alive, we all run the risk of having him destroy everything, with Goku kneeling on down by then responding, so this plan of yours, this plan to use that time ring to send them all back, how are you so sure that it will work? What's so special about that one ring that Black can't just go and use the others to reverse, Goku questions? Or you'll be risking yourself while out there if he catches on, and so you do know that, don't you? So what's the plan? With Zamasu responding, because this ring is called the Gateway Ring, which ensures that no matter what he tries to do in wanting to bring them all back, he cannot. For the realms will be sealed so as long as the time ring remains intact with me, Zamasu continues. And I know that I might be risking my life out there against him, but it's the only shot that we have at taking that beast down once and for all. To which it was only right then and there now, during that moment, where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of Goku Black's Resurrection manga chapter number 14 special then comes to a close. Now you can make no mistake about the fact that this was indeed one of Goku Black's plans in having to recruit a set of individuals to help aid him against our heroes, as one can only imagine as to what Goku Black has planned up his sleeve just in case things go wrong for him in the long run. But even then, with Goku now having to come to the ultimate realization that at least one among all of Black's members is in fact actually someone that doesn't want to side with him, the million-dollar question moving forward now is what exactly is going to transpire involving this alternate Zamasu, and how effective will he in fact actually be in having to get rid of all of Black's henchmen before having to take out the initial Goku Black by themselves, as all of this and so much more will be coming your way very, very soon. So again, I want to thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Thank you all so much for your time. To where once more, if you also just so happen to be new to the channel, then I do encourage for you guys to head on over and smash that subscribe button on top of giving this video a big fat thumbs up by smashing that like button down below. Tune back in for more. Thank you all so much for watching once again, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you down in the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy, guys, and have a great day. Peace.
Hello. Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi.
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.